My biggest fear was that I spoke too fast. And because I spoke too fast, I didn't know if people were really getting it. I did always look for nods, like if people were getting it. Some trainings I'm a lot more certain about and others I'm not. That was the thing. Sometimes I go too fast, especially if I'm not certain. And I don't know how to pause. How long should I pause? What else? The fluctuation. I think there's an art to being able to say things in a way that people kind of lean in. If it's a team of like all men, like an all men sales team, that's I tend to get a little bit more anxiety ridden then because I have all of these limiting beliefs about them learning about sales from a woman. That's very old fashioned to like think that way, but that's just how my brain, that's what comes up in my. So yeah, there's anxiety. It feels like heavy until I get on the training. And I'm always better once I get going. But I still feel like I go too fast sometimes.
Have you tried anything else to fix your communication or delivery in the past? And why didn't that work?
There was a couple of years ago, a coach here did a training about voice inflection and how to use your voice. I just didn't get that connected to it. And I didn't get that feeling from the other training. So I think that's why maybe it didn't stick.
The more you're connected with what you're saying, the more people will lean in. So that's true for any type of speaking. The reason why I do these sessions with a script is so that we have some sort of structure and we can build your performance around this structure. We can build your connectedness around this structure. And once you have that connectedness, you let your feelings and your intuition guide the speed, the pace, and the pausing. And in the end, it just sounds all natural. So you get out of your head, like it's no longer, okay, I think I paused 2 times in the last 3 minutes. I'm going to pause now. Okay, what are people looking and thinking? Did you ever dance? You ever dance?
Yeah, I love to dance.
Yeah. So when you're at your best in dancing, do you think or you just kind of flow with the
I just
energy?
flow.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is what this is going to be like.
Okay.
So let's just start off by just hearing you read this whole thing. And I would just want to hear what it sounds like.
I'm going to get into the how of this all. How do we reduce the probability of breaking this chain? You may be really good at your value chain and following the process and procedures, and there's always another level, right? There's always an opportunity to raise your own standards. Basic communication isn't good enough when it comes to business. This is where you ask all the questions unless they are already supplying you with the right information. For example, what are you giving me? What's the timeline? And are there any concerns I should know about?
Okay, keep breathing. And I want you to imagine Tracy, your realtor friend. I really want you to focus on how those 3 breaths felt. I want you to hold on to that feeling, that special connection you have with Tracy. Take 3 more deep breaths, and when you're ready, let's go into it.
I'm going to get into the how of all of this. How do we reduce the probability of breaking this chain? You may be really good at your value chain and following the processes and procedures, and there's always another level, right? There is always an opportunity to raise your standards. Basic communication isn't good enough when it comes to business. This is where you ask all the questions unless they are already supplying you with the right information. What are you giving me? What's the timeline? And any concerns I should know about?
Wow. Okay, that was it. The way that this can help you when you speak is to practice painting a scene or a picture of something that is meaningful to you, of like, why do these people need it? And once you feel yourself in that scene, that painting, and feel the emotions, then you can speak. And I don't know if you noticed, but when you were focused on the feelings were guiding your pace, they were guiding your pauses, they were guiding the emphasis, like which words to emphasize. You're just letting your intuition guide you on all that stuff.
Well, the whole breakthrough is that it really is about emotion more than anything, and connecting to the emotion of really caring so much about the people that I'm giving this training to, and how I already knew this stuff was going to help them, but it was like surface level. Like, of course it's going to help them. Material's amazing. But you took me to a place of just really connecting the emotion to the words and the content that I'm saying. So I'm not just here facilitating, I'm actually leaning in more and caring more deeply about them than myself. That was really powerful.
How did you feel about your pacing? How did you feel about that last read?
I thought the pacing was much better. I felt more certainty. I felt more confidence. Yeah, I felt connected. I mean, what you just took me through was really powerful, and it really does make a difference. Again, the emotion is, I have never, like with the voice training that I had gotten, it didn't really go into that emotion piece. And I mean, I've watched YouTube before and it didn't go into the emotion piece either. So this really, what you did today really took it to the next level than what everybody else is doing out there. Thank you. It's worth it. It's worth every penny to feel confident and certain in what it is that you're delivering. And in just 30 minutes, I mean, maybe 30 to 45 minutes, you switched it like that. Well worth the money.